for my boy Marcellus. Pulled up with no laces, set the whole block jealous. Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't need advice. Wild nigga life, tell him read my rights. Man, it hot at night, look at what my eyes. 15 in the game, baby girl, I got stripes.
Kanye dress me up like a doll, then I hit 6'9". Tell him give me the ball, bitch, this the dream team. Magic is I recall, whole squad on point, bunch of crystals. I was out in Spain, rocking the Medusa head. I ain't never have to give a rap producer head. If I do though, I'ma write a book like Superhead. This ain't wonder that I'm making this that super bread. Splish splash, fuck 'em in a hurry, quick fast. Still a pink wig, thick ass whiplash. Got 'em coming.
Roger, over dispatch. Bruh, that's not fair.
Dispatch, said my box is the best, he met his match. I got all these bitches wanting to be Barbie dolls. Barbie dream house, pink and purple marble walls. Pull up in that Barbie Rari, finna bury y'all. She threw dirt on my name, ended up at her own burial. Kanye dress me up like a doll, then I hit 6'9". Tell him give me the ball, bitch, this the dream team. Magic is I recall, whole squad on point, bunch of crystals. Kanye dress me up like a doll, then I hit 6'9". Tell him give me the ball, bitch, this the dream team. Fifth is on call, whole squad on point, bunch of crystals.
Tiki Spanish mommy, she a hot tamale. Make 'em spend that money, dummy, go retarded for me. Pop it, she get started, she will never stop it. Lil Toddy, thought her right, choosing everybody.
West Dallas. South Dallas, North Dallas. Big Gotti in the road. We like them hood dogs. Memphis with us. Give me a hood face.
I got a hood bitch fetish. Your mama got a tat and a ring on her belly. I love the way she dance. I love the way she walk. She from the Triple D, yeah, I can drill
DJ Trouble.
She from the hood, but she sure got class. She really got titties, but she sure got ass. Money ain't a thing. Mama get it in. Tired of saying independent, but she sure got cash. She be doing her. Everybody hurt. Good hairstyles making everybody stir. She ain't trying to be a model, but she shaped like a bottle. Put your mama on the fire, have everybody hurt. Hey, so I'ma get it going. Take it to the spot so I can hit her with this midget on. See, I was throwing on. You can got me going star. I be fucking hoes like a full-time porn star. Yeah, I got a hood bitch fetish. I don't want her number, let she hood bitch ready. Getting money still, I been the hood headed. I'm addicted, I can't help, I got a hood bitch fetish. Tattoo, ease up, 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 tattoo, ease up. Feel it, it up, tear it up. She's a 5-star, I don't know a bitch better something. She says it, but she ratchet at the same time. First don't match your shoes, she be crushing hoes every time. Toes on point, and her nails gonna be poppin'. We gon' be exclusive, can't name gon' stop her. We gon' grill, even though it ain't real. It costs a little money, she stunning in them heels. My teeth cut low, and I walk so mean. And her lips so serious, and her house stay clean. She can walk that walk, she can talk that talk. I'm your body, baby, I just wanna break that off. Can I? Yeah, I got a hood bitch ready. I don't want my number, but she hood bitch ready. Getting money, still up in the hood heavy. I can't help, I got a hood bitch. Weasel, tattoo, 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 weasel. I'm going couple of them in the drop. I love hood chicks, they don't never get out. Easy other chick, she'll slap a bitch sick. Big, fine, pretty, out the boot, boy, sick. The hood bitch, cause they'll never get bored. I'm an 8-town chick from the fifth ward. I ain't gotta break her out, she got her own dough. Like my ATL chick, in his own boat. This big country, yeah, she from the country. Top notch hoes, have her out across the country. Where I go the hood bitch around. See what Lisa should do around county. I got a stripper bitch, I call her Miss Show bitch. She keep a lot of money, taking care of her own kids. Even got a bitch in NY from the Bronx. From the A to the shot, to the D, to the funk. Yeah, I got a hood bitch ready. I don't want my number, but she hood bitch ready. Getting money, still up in the hood heavy. I can't help, I got a hood bitch ready. Yeah, I got a hood bitch ready. I don't want my number, but she hood bitch ready. Getting money, still up in the hood heavy. I'm addicted, I can't help, I got a hood bitch ready. Tattoo, weasel, tattoo, weasel.